Thank you all for joining. I appreciate you coming in and checking out our webinar series on our Agility Intelligence products. We're going to give it a second here. People are still filing in. See some familiar names here. So we'll give it a second and start here shortly. Nice to see some familiar partners' names. Nice to see some customers. I can hear while people still file in. All right. Well, welcome everybody. Thanks for joining. Let's get started. So today's webinar is the first in a series of 4 webinars of our Agility Interpreter, our Agility Intelligence AI products. This is a suite of products that we're releasing in a beta format today. So you can take advantage of this product if you are an existing customer or partner, and we'll talk about some of those products today. But today's initial webinar is going to be on our Agility Interpreter product. My name is Aaron Armendariz. I am the Director of Sales here at Wisys, and I'm going to help you guide you through these products over the next 4 weeks. So I just wanted to say hi. I'll turn off my camera and we'll get going. So today's agenda are going to talk about the AI bundles that Wisys has released. You've probably gotten some emails or communications from Wisys about the products, but today we're going to look at the Agility AI Interpreter product. And we're going to see the other 3 products are scheduled consecutive weeks on Thursdays at 2 p.m. Eastern, so that you can follow along. If you want to specifically sign up for each one of those, you can do so. Today's focus is the Agility Interpreter. We're going to do a quick overview of all the products so you could see what we have to offer over the next few weeks. But the Agility Interpreter today is going to be a drag and drop order entry solution using artificial intelligence to allow us to parse out and bring in either POs or sales orders into Wisys, integrated into the ERP SAP. So this is a very much requested product that we've decided to release, and this is our first iteration in beta of that product. So we'll show that today. Next week's webinar is going to be our AI Agility AI agent. So this is our natural language embedded AI agent that you can ask questions with Agility Explorer desktop application, and you can refine, rebuild data, and create natural language queries on that data and information. So we can make pictures and graphs and things like that, and also export that information to Excel. So this is going to be that natural language solution that you may have seen in other products like Google or some of your CRMs out there too, Agility Agent. And then the following Thursday is a very exciting product for my distributors. It's our Agility AI packing solution. What this is going to create the best way to pack packages within Wisys, allowing you to visualize the dimensional proportions of the products in there, sizing, hazardous materials, fragile materials, and create a packing plan so that we know at the shipping station how to pack for more efficient packing as well as more cost-effective shipping. So a lot of distributors have requested this. Different industries, verticals have been really interested in this, and this will also utilize AI based on your package types in Wisys to be able to create optimization in your packing structure. And last but not least, our last part 4 of our series is our Agility AI Fusion Scheduler. This is a standalone product that allows you to bring in information from the ERP, creating work centers, routings, employees, resources, and allows you to create a real-time whiteboard for scheduling and allows you to drag and drop information over. I'm really excited about this. This is a huge development with Wisys. Another exciting piece, the AI using to schedule our products. So be on the lookout, join those webinars. We'll go into depth into each one of those as well. So let's take a look at the AI interpreter for Wisys here. The first step in this is we're going to open our Agility Explorer application, which I have open, and you may reside on your desktop or in the cloud on your screen, and this is the Agility Explorer desktop application. This is where we run our grids and views to do more detailed information about WMS, right? This is where we're going to take a look at detailed information. You may have, as a partner or customer, detailed, customized, or tailored grids. Well, there is a new menu item here on the left-hand side called Agility Intelligence. And within that Agility Intelligence, it's going to give us a few options for our suite of products. And today, we're going to look at that Agility Interpreter product that helps make order entry, purchase order entry, faster, more efficient, and more accurate. So I've opened up a grid for sales orders here, my AI sales order grid, and I've kind of minimized my screen so it doesn't take up the whole screen. But on the menu template here, the ribbon bar, you're going to see Agility Interpreter. Now, I can manage templates, and we'll get into that shortly, but I want to actually bring in a new sales orders from a document. So what this application is doing is going to pop up on the screen, and it's going to allow me to drag and drop text files, PDF files, Word files, documents. Maybe it's from an email that I have in my system, and I want to automate the functionality of inputting this information into my system, right? So I do have some example sales orders and a purchase order today to show you how that works. And very easily, I could actually click on the drag document area, or I could drag a document literally on the screen and import that into the Agility Interpreter sales order sheet here, right? This is actually going out to AI right now as this is grinding away here. The Wisys, the new Wisys logo is reading the data from the sales order that's being presented. And you'll notice here that it brings the actual document face front to me here on the right-hand side. But on the left-hand side is where it's doing all the work. And I have the customer information from here. So if I have the customer number, the contact person, all the pertinent information, AI is going to match that up with the, it's going to match that up with the field reference in SAP Business One. Now, if I want to specifically add or change or put in some information, I can correct that on the left-hand side. I actually want to put a discount in here, right? I can actually see those items if they're mapped correctly to the solution, and any other remarks I can change and make in here. And very easily, I can create the Create Sales Order button in the lower left-hand corner. And I can clear the fields out if I don't want to import that. But in this case, I want to create the sales order. So I'm going to click on that. And it actually created in the ERP, SAP, sales order 1410. Now, all is well and good, right? I have been able to import a single order here. I've created that document entry. So when I close out of here, if I take a look at my orders in SAP and or in Agility Explorer, I can see that order has now been imported into my grid here as well. So I have an order import. Now, Aaron, what if I have common customers that buy all the time and maybe their information is a little different? Well, I can actually create a template based on the business partner. So up in the upper left-hand corner, you can see I have different accounts. And I could create or utilize the account that I have here, right? So I'm going to MaxiTech account, and I could actually create a new template to match their field. So if I commonly get 20, 30, 40, 50 orders in for MaxiTech, I actually have the mapping fields that I could adjust, I could hard code, and I could match those up with our internal fields in SAP Business One. So as a repetitive process, I can have a specific to each account the information that comes on those sales orders or purchase orders. Let's take a look at purchase orders to do the exercise one more time. If I click on my purchase order grid and I utilize my purchase order tab here and I take a look at my Agility Interpreter, I want to bring a new PO in from a document. And very much the same way as a sales order does, I can drag and drop my purchase order right into the document. And I can resize this, I can make it bigger. I want to show this to you full screen so you could see it, but it'll go out over AI, interpret the fields. Now this may be a notepad document, this might be a Word document, again, a picture document. It's going to go out and try to read the field. Now, if there are things here that it has zero confidence in, so if you see here, there's a little red pay to payini, it may not have that information, or it may not have the right information in there. I can actually go in and modify that and say pay to Wisys Technologies, right? I can change that and I can confirm it and say that's the actual correct name we have here. And we've also had here, notice that it does identify in the line item the discount. So it's going to interpret the information and bring it into the Wisys Agility Grid here. And I can, again, create purchase order by clicking on Create Purchase Order, and successfully in the ERP, I have that purchase order. Now, again, this is the beta version. We are looking for feedback from our customers and partners to utilize this. Tell us what they want, what they need. This is very much a communication between partner customers. We'd like you to try it out. We'd like you to take a look at it, but this is our Agility Interpreter solution. One of 4 products that's going to come with the entire bundle of AI. So let's go back to PowerPoint here. As we've seen the Agility Explorer and the new sales order from Agility Interpreter, a little demonstration of that we've shown you today. We'll have documentation for all of the products that we release with AI Agility Intelligence Bundle. We'll have that. You can sign up whether you're a partner or a customer that has the ability to access our documentation site. We will have each one of these items, each one of these products available for you for reviewing and for documenting the process through the installation as well as the product use. Okay, so I'd like to take any questions now if we have some questions. That's really what I wanted to show you for the first years. I don't want to take up too much of your time today because I know you're busy, and I appreciate your time coming in to visit us and hang out with us for a good 20 minutes. So any questions out there I can answer, I'd be happy to answer it. One of the steps that I do want to go through here is actually I do want to bring this up. You may ask me, how do I get started using the Wisys AI, right? Key paramount to that is you need to be on the newest version of Wisys, the 571.1. Now, obviously, we'd all like you to have a test environment to work in, so you're testing out the product, utilizing it there. If you don't, obviously, I would recommend making sure you coordinate with myself or Wisys support to make sure that you're on the current version and that we can, you're not too far back in a version where you need to do some data conversion, or just making sure your tailored projects are all there, right? You will need an AI key generated for you guys. You will need to have that installed into your environment. So really the key is to communicate with me. If you're willing to try this out and you'd like to give us feedback and be part of that beta, we'd really be happy to have you. We're happy to work with you in getting this installed. And really we want to get your feedback there too. So I appreciate you guys coming in. I don't believe we have many questions coming in now. I think we're just getting the initial view of this, but I appreciate you. And if there's any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat right now and I'll answer for you. So we do have one question. Yes, we can identify if you're on current code. We can work with you. So we have been reaching out to those people that have upgraded to our current version of Wisys. So we are proactively reaching out to those customers that are on current code and saying, would you like to try this? We'll help you install it and get through that. So yeah, thanks guys. I appreciate you joining, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.